Hey guys, welcome back to Channel 2S. I'm your host, Second Soundwave, and it's time again for some Gunpla news. So we're starting off tonight with something pretty exciting, and that is the opening of Gundam Base Tokyo. August 19th is the confirmed opening date, and Bandai is very clearly interested in making next month as unicorn as they possibly can. Of course, the new RG Unicorn is at the front of that hype train, and with how quickly the first release variant has sold out pretty much everywhere, it does seem to be a hit. But that's not all the unicorn that's coming our way in August, because we're also going to be seeing the PG Unicorn Green Frame and the PG Full Armor weapon sets returning to the P Bandai webshop for a limited time. These two sets make an absolutely amazing display piece, so if you happen to have several hundreds of dollars lying around, it is definitely worth jumping on the opportunity to get your hands on them. But we've got a month to go before we're bombarded with unicorns, and in the meantime we've already seen the Japanese release of the XN Riser. The kit itself looks super cool, can't wait to get my hands on one, but besides the kit, the most exciting thing here is actually the box. Now for those who still aren't aware, the XN Riser is a P Bandai exclusive in most parts of the world, but a standard retail release in the United States. So because of this, they've ditched the usual monochrome photoshopery for a full-on illustration of the XN Riser in action. It's still not as polished as the normal MG box art, but it's a huge leap ahead of what we've gotten before. The XN Riser will also be joined very soon by the HGBF Chinagguy. There's only a few more days until this kit is out in the wild, so we've got the usual box art reveal. So the exact in-universe status of these recent Mecha Musume kits has been kind of a mystery, but the lack of pilot data on the box and the presence of the OG Build Fighters logo makes it look like this is supposed to be a model kit of China herself cosplaying as her bear guy, and not some weird doll thing like the Super Fumina. Almost more like a figurized standard than a high grade. There also seems to be a red recolor of the transient stand packed in with the kit, which is always a welcome sight. Later this month we'll also be getting the more conventional looking Ninpulse Gundam, so of course there's some new shots of that too. I'm not really digging the head redesign. It feels really weird to see the back elongated that much. Also, that is some nasty flash on the V-fin. I know these Dengeki Hobby kits are roughly built on purpose, but that's still more flash than I'd expect to see in a modern Bandai kit. Anyways, we got some more images that show how the backpack star is going to work, and that's pretty cool. A bit too fiddly for my taste, but cool nonetheless. He's also got some pretty nice beam effects, even if you don't factor in the ones from the custom set. So now we're going to step away from Bandai for a moment and talk about a pretty awesome new third-party kit. So literally hours after I finished recording the last episode of Gunpla News, Dragon Momoko announced the follow-up to their very cool transient Gundam, the Astray Outframe D. Now this is mostly just a recolor of said Testament, but there's still some really cool new stuff going on here. Now, I personally do prefer the look of the Testament myself, but it's still great to see the DM isn't done with the obscure Astrays yet. And finally, Gundam Thunderbolt. Season 2 happened, it was awesome, and just like with Season 1, Sunrise is making a movie out of it. It's going to be called Bandit Flower, it's coming to theaters this November, and that's all we know right now. Now I personally loved Thunderbolt, even if they did kind of skim over massive chunks of the manga. It was still a really fun watch with lots of great mecha action. Pretty much every MS in this series is an absolute win, especially the Chinagguy variants. The biggest sin Bandai's committed in the last couple years is not giving us a comprehensive line of Thunderbolt kits. Seriously, we only got 2 kits for Season 2. No Aqua Gun Cannon, no Aqua GM, and not one of those beautiful Chinagguys. Such a shame. Anyways, that's gonna do it for tonight. Leave a like if you want, subscribe if you're new for more stuff like this, and as always, I'm Second Soundwave, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.